Oh, I better back it up. World Star! World Star! Back up, my man, back up. It's going down. Hey! Oh, shit! Welcome to the motherfucking cruise. No, not me, man. Hold on, shit. Oh, shit! There it goes! There it goes! Shit! God damn! God damn! Welcome to the cruise. Holy shit! Come on, man. Hey, come on, man. God damn. Holy shit. Hey. God damn. God damn. Get him, homie. God damn. Oh, we got fucked up. I just want some pizza.
Where the pizza at, though?
Let him know. Where the pizza at? Oh, shit. God damn. World Star. Oh, this is too much. Hey, come on, guys. God damn. Holy shit. Holy shit, here's the aftermath. Broken plates, broken hair and shit. Jesus Christ, man, that was a fucking nightmare. I'm gonna help you guys clean up, man. God damn, I can't leave y'all here by yourselves. This is crazy. Holy shit.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahakwadash. Secondly, I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth in righteousness and in sincerity. And third of all, I want to give salutations to the hopeful elect that's out on the highways and byways teaching and preaching this word in truth and in sincerity. The title of this lesson is going to be, Our People Are Not Agreed. Once again, our people are not agreed. And I'm the brother of war. And as you've seen in those clips at the beginning of this lesson, Jake, whenever they get out in public, Eve or, Jake, it's always a ticking time bomb, because our people are not operating in the spirit of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and they don't know, they don't have the knowledge of the Lord, and they don't know how to walk according to the ways of the Lord because of these factors. When our people, get out in numbers like that, it's always something that's brewing, something could always pop off, because our people, just because we are brothers and sisters, through the spirit, it doesn't translate when it comes to our people that's not operating within the spirit of the Lord. We all come from the same source, but we are not all of the same spirit. These people out in this world, they got all kind of left-handed spirits working within them. They're serving all kind of idols that are not of us. So when all of those spirits come together, like at an amusement park or something, like in those videos, all hell could break loose at any moment. Now, this is Amos 3:3. It reads, "Can two walk together except they be agreed?" And that's a rhetorical question, because the answer is no. If two people are building a house and they not agreed with, the blueprints, that house ain't gonna stand. It's gonna be uneven. Certain things ain't gonna fit. It's not gonna be efficient, It's gonna be weak, vulnerable, fragile, and it's gonna fall because they were not agreed, They weren't on one accord. So that's, that's a no. Two cannot walk together unless they are agreed. So all of those Israelites, out and about at these different parties and stuff, like in those videos, majority of them don't even know each other, They've never seen each other. So you don't know who you're coming in contact with and who you're around, what kind of spirits you're around, because it's deeper than the physical. You might be around all kind of high level spirits, on the left-handed side. So when you got all of these different Israelites that are rebellious and wicked, and you put them all in this area together, you got all of these spirits intermingled with each other, it's nothing but hell that could come from that. And that's what these videos that y'all seen at the beginning of the video, is an example of when all hell does break loose and those spirits, just start letting loose. But this is Ecclesiastes 4:9, and it reads, "Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up." Right, so there's strength in numbers, There's benefits to, it just not being yourself, But the difference with unity in this world is this world's unification and unity has no actual, unity in it, because you got a bunch of different people with different ways of life, different ideologies that, are just proud, and they can't take correction, they can't take rebuke. So if their fellow was to, correct them or rebuke them, or, just different things like that, it could be a stumbling block within that group, and they might fall apart, it might be some kind of altercation eventually. It's all kind of things all kind of stumbling blocks that are out there. And, those stumbling blocks, they come upon those who are not operating through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Because it's not a true unification, But it says, again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? Right. So there's benefits to having, more than just one brother, or, operating with just more than one brother. Like, you don't always have to be alone in the truth, The Lord tells us to fellowship, and utilize, our brothers, especially the men that have been in the truth longer than us, that have been teaching and preaching this word. It's important to rely on them as well. But let me see. I'm going to reread this right quick. Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. Right. But bottom line, if those two are not, if the spirit of the Lord is not dealing with those two, it's not going to make much of a difference, because you have two niggas standing on every block all day, 2-3 niggas just chilling. But that's more of a target, if anything. Like when you see these police officers riding around here, you see 2-3 niggas standing on the block just chilling somewhere. They got their eye on them, because it's a spirit on those, on those Israelites. They be joining together, they demons, They left-handed spirits. So when they come together, it's a whole nother level of wickedness that could come out of that situation. Whereas if it's just one of them, they got their spirits. But when it's all three of them, now all three of their spirits, are joined. So that's the opposite of what happens with the men of the Lord, Let me grab that right quick. Because when the men of the Lord join together, it's the opposite of that. Now, this is Matthew 18:19. It reads, "Again, I say unto you, that if two of you shall agree on earth as touching anything that they shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father which is in heaven. For where two or three are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them." Right. So when two or three are gathered together in the name of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai is in the midst. He's protecting those men. He's guiding and aiding those men. Because they are operating through his spirit. They're calling on him. The Son, the Father through the Son. We're calling on them. And we actually believe in them. So therefore, Yahweh Shai is in the midst, watching over us, protecting us, guiding us and aiding us in our daily needs. But when you see groups of these 2/3 Israelites out here, like in those videos at the beginning, it's not like that. Because the Spirit of the Lord is not dealing with them, because they do not know the Lord and they don't care to know the Lord. They don't have knowledge and they don't want knowledge. Therefore, the Lord just allows them to just be knowledgeless and wander out, every which way and get caught up in these different snares, get caught up in these different traps. Let me grab Hosea right quick. 4:6. This is Hosea 4, chapter 4, verse 6. And it reads, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children." Exactly. So the Lord, he has forgotten 2/3 of the nation of Israel. 2/3 of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The Lord has forgotten 2/3 of them. And that's why you see the majority of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans wilding out and just being abominations and lawless children on earth. Because the Lord has forgotten them because they forgot him, He rejected them because they rejected him, So the spirit of, Yahweh Shai is not dwelling in the midst of these 2/3 Israelites when they get together at these different parties and, do their wickedness and their folly. It's not the spirit of Yahweh Shai, They have these left-handed spirits that are already on them, coming together, all of their spirits, and they have a good old mean time, and judgments go out, all kind of, things happen because they, they're not serving the Lord. It's vain, it's folly. They come together in wickedness to do wickedness. So that's why you see a whole lot of, terrible, terrible judgments at these parties, at these get-togethers. because it's not of the Lord, and the Lord does not approve of it. But this is verse 7. As they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore will I change their glory into shame. Right. And our people like to glory a whole lot in these parties. You know, they use these parties as something to glory in, something to be like, hey, look at me, you know, look at my party, look what I did. But a lot of times the Lord turned those parties into shame, you know. He turns their glory into shame, like in those videos, because they might not even look at it like shame right now. But the world, when they see these different things, it's nothing but a shame to us, you know. They shame us because it's a shameful thing. You can't get together with your people and have a good time. You know, it always got to be somebody mad at somebody talking stuff to somebody, and now it's a big old fight. It always has to be like that. The answer is yes, you know, because they are the 2/3 Israelites that are rejected, you know. They are rejected, you know, because they rejected the Lord. So it would never be unity and, you know, order in those, you know, parties or whatever get-togethers that these 2/3 Israelites are having. You know, it's never going to be true order. So it's going to be something that could pop off because you got a whole bunch of rebellious and proud people coming together. Now this is Philippians chapter 2, verse 2. It reads, fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord and of one mind. Right. So that's how we're supposed to be operating, you know, being like-minded. It says having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind. Let me grab this right quick. And this is speaking about through the Spirit. It says, ye be like-minded. It says, well, the same is the most important one. So it says to be the same, right? We are to be the same through the Spirit, you know, serving the same power, you know, believing in the same name, you know, believing in the same doctrine. That's how we are to be. But when you see these groups out, well, not these groups, but you see these different, you know, Israelites out here that be having these parties and these big old groups of Israelites that be at these gatherings and stuff, they are not like-minded. You know, they're not the same. They don't serve the same God. You know, one of them might be a Muslim, so-called. Other one might be, you know, a so-called Christian. You know, they're not the same. They're not of one accord. Even though they could have a conversation, that doesn't mean that they're the same. They don't fear the same power. So it's never going to be, you know, unity in that. But it says having the same love, being of one accord. Let's grab one accord. Of one accord. It says of one mind, of one accord. This word is made up of two words together with the psychos. Well, it says it's made up of two words together with and psychos, soul, self, inner life, or the seat of the feelings, desires, affections. Right, and our desires and affections should be to serve the Lord, you know, to not offend the Lord, you know. Our soul, our self, and our inner life should be with the Lord, you know. It should be of the Lord. You understand? Like, if that's not the case with one person, and that's the case with another person, it's going to be an energy difference, you know? Certain things that you say to that Israelite that don't believe in the truth, it's not going to hit him how you would want it to. He's not going to receive it how you will want him to, because he doesn't have the same spirit. He doesn't have the same desires and affections. It says, so the word refers to being united in spirit and harmonious. Paul desired the Philippians to be united in their affections, one in a Mashiach in all desires. Right. Is the only occurrence of this word in the NT. So yeah, that's how we ought to be, you know, one with a Mashiach in all desires. But the majority of our people are not operating in the spirit. You know, they're not of one accord. They're not of one mind. It says, fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind. Let nothing be done through strife or vain glory, but in lowliness of mind let each esteem one better than themselves. Right. It says, look not every man on his own things, but let every man also on the things of others. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Mashiach Yahushai. So this is how our Lord and our Savior operated. You know, this is how he operated. So of course, this is how we ought to operate, you know, and this is the most efficient way to operate, you know. All of the other ways that you could operate, they don't lead to nothing but death and destruction, you know, degeneracy. It says, let nothing be done through strife and vain glory, right? Being all proud and, you know, targeting people like, because you don't like them, you know, you just go, you want to do this. No, you know, fair, equal judgments, you know, putting the differences to the side when it comes to if you got to deal with them, you know, at a party or something. Like, you're not supposed to be out here, hey, nigga, fuck you, you know, I hate you, trying to fight him, throw a drink in his face, doing all of that stuff. Like, no. And then trying to get vain glory from it. Like, Jake just got to chill, you know. Jake just got to chill and humble, because it's really the spirit of pride that be having a lot of these big old bull clashes that you just seen at the beginning of the video. That's a lot of the reasons why those things be happening, you know, pride. But I'm gonna grab Romans right quick, and I'm gonna close it off on here. This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 18. It reads, if it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. Right. So we're supposed to be living peaceably with all men to the best of our ability. You know, we're not supposed to, at every chance that we get, blow up, you know, in our opposition's face. You know, blow up in, you know, that stranger's face because they stepped on your shoe. Or, you know, they accidentally spilled something on your new fresh white jeans, you know? Like, we're not supposed to be operating in that spirit. We're supposed to be more humble, you know, more understanding. It says, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, For it is written, vengeance is mine. Right. So we're supposed to be, praying to the Lord, allowing the Lord to handle these situations for us. Not just every chance we get, putting it in our hands and, handling it. Now, of course, the Lord will have it at times to where, you have to actually physically handle a situation. And you'll know through the Spirit when that is. But every chance you get, you're not supposed to be getting carnal out here. Trying to force your hand. Leave it to the Lord. But the moral of this lesson was that our people are not agreed. They're not on one accord. They're not of one mind, of one spirit. They're all over the place in these different doctrines and sipping these, different philosophies. So when they come together, all of these spirits, all of these demons that are on them and within them, they're all coming together as well. And that leads to nothing but hell, pure hell and chaos. And that's what you've been seeing in these videos when you see these different parties and all of that stuff, these different occasions and events going wrong. That's all of these spirits together. And, it just took that one trigger for them to just start letting loose, And that's all it takes, one action. And it's a domino effect. All of these spirits start jumping out, hopping out and going to town. But where there are two or more joined in Yahweh Shai, that's where his spirit lies. So you gonna know them by their fruit, And it's obvious nowadays. It's completely obvious. But with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.